Hiya folk, coming back on now. I have sanded all my door hanger and distressed all the edges of it, and it's looking really good. So I'm just going to go around it, and I'm just using my VersaFine pad just direct onto it. It's a really good black ink, and it works really well. So I'm just going to go over it quite quickly. I don't want to have tons of ink on it. And then I've got a tissue here that I'm going to use to gently buffer it slightly, if that's the right word. Just go over it slightly just to take off some of the ink. And just brush over it a wee bit. And it just gives it a nicer finish, I think. So I'm just going to do the top part round the handle. And again, I'm just going on at a 45-degree angle, just kind of gently brushing it on with the pad. And here's a bit more difficult, but we'll do what we can. And the same with this side, just gently. And just give it a wee brush off round about. And if there's any wee bits that have overdone it, it's fine, it's black, it's not a major issue. I'm just gently going round it with that. So there we go. There's a few wee bits that I want to just touch up, like down here. There's a bit of wood kind of showing, so I'm just going to dab that on. And again, I'll just gently buffer it off a wee bit. And the same on this side. There's a wee bit in there that I'm not happy with. That's better. And in there, I don't really like that part. I don't know if I'm going to get that in there. Nope. Not very well anyway. A bit better. Right, so that'll do it. And I'm covered in black ink, but hey ho, fine. It's not a major issue. Right, so we've got this here and that, and I'm going to put this quite central because this is only one side of it. Oops, got a wee bit of dust on that from when I was working with it. Right, so I need to find a button or a flower centre for that. Let's see what I've got here. That's beads, don't want that. Tiny buttons, don't want them. Wooden button. Nope, don't want that either. There we go, this bigger buttons. There's one just there that I see that I like. It's got a wee tiny bit of bling in it. Oops. Right, so right, I'm just going to go straight ahead and put it straight down. So hot glue around it. And this glue is absolutely roasting because it's been on the whole time I've been videoing. I've decided I'm going to put it a wee bit lower. Ouchie. Right, and then just position it exactly where I want it to be. There we are. Then another wee dollop of glue in the centre there. And place that in there. Trying to be careful not to burn myself too much because I keep doing it. Right, put in a new glue stick. Right, and then another big dollop of glue in the centre there to add in my flower centre. Whoops, I'm not even in shot, silly me. So, is that going to hold? Just hold that in for a wee minute because I want it to be quite well pushed in so that it pushes the flower up. There we go, that should do us. Right, and then I want to add in, let me see, what do I want to add in now? Maybe a wee feather or two. Let me see what I've got in here. Too small. Two. They're smaller marabou ones. I have got bigger ones that I got from Amanda, but I don't want anything too large for this part. But I do want a bit of bling for hanging down. Oh, it's a daisy. wee bit of real bling won't go wrong. So I'll just pull one off and we'll work with that. Right. So got two wee marabou feathers here, and these are quite short, they're not long ones. I've had these in my stash for a long time. Right, so I'm putting two together. And I'm just going to add a tiny wee bit of glue at the edge. And just kind of work it around so they both stick together like that. There we go, that's them two sticking together. And then we're going to just position it underneath. So I'm just putting a wee bit of glue under there. Not even a shot again. And then I'm just going to gently push this in to the glue. And that's it. Like that so far. Whoops, a daisy. Right, and then we want a wee bit of bling coming down. So how much do I want? Don't want loads. Or do I want to add a wee dangle trim to that? Right, I've got this wee trim here that I think I'll use coming down as well. I think I'll do it in thirds, I think. See what size that will come out at. Yeah, we'll go for thirds, so snip it about there and snip it about there. Right. So turn that round a wee bit. And I'm just lifting the flower up and adding 1, 2, 3 wee dots to add these onto. So that's 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and they don't need to be perfect as long as they're positioned in okay. Right, and then we'll add some of this bling in round about the same length, so that's about there. And we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4 bits of bling, I think. Right, so again, 4 dollops. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just give it a wee wipe off under the flower, because once I've put these in I will be letting the flower down a wee bit. So what I'm going to do is actually roll these about in it so they sit properly. Right, so there's my wee somebody do that. There we go, that's one in. Two in. That's 3 in. And the last one is over here. That's 4 in. So I'm just going to add another tiny wee bit of glue over the top of these parts, just to make sure they decide to stay where they are. Don't want them moving. There we go. And we'll just bring that down, and I will just be making sure that that's all stuck down nice and pretty. There's that one over a wee bit, there we go. And you've then got that nice wee dangle there. So I'm just going to take out a wee bit of this bottom part because it's quite frayed, and I don't really want it as frayed as that, so snip that wee part off. Same with this bit here. That's it. Right, so then to do the front, I will be keeping that as the front. Right, where am I? This is the times where I wish I could be decisive and just say that's where that's going and know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm not. Let's see. Nope, like that. Nope, not like that. Do I want a wee frame on there? No, I don't. That's quite pretty. Right, we'll choose that on it, I think. I've got a bigger black one in here that I might use. I think that actually might go prettier on it. I have hoarded this for so long. Honestly, I think I'm probably talking years I have hoarded this. Sad really, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. But I think it needs something under it. So, let's see. Don't want them. I want a wee click. Do I? Let's see how that will work. Might need to colour in a wee bit maybe. But I think it might look pretty. Right, I'm just tidying up this. This was a leaf trim from our Scrimpy. And I'm thinking about maybe doing something like that. So I'm just tidying it up a wee bit before I stick it down. So just I don't know if I want to colour that or not. That's better. Yeah, I'm going to colour it. So how I colour them, really simple. You can use your marker, or you can use an ink pad, you can use sprays, whichever suits you better. Acrylic paint, whatever, honestly, it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to use one of my wee baggies to lean on, and just really you're dabbing. And I'm not worried if there's a wee bit of white showing through, that will just give me a bit of texture on it. So at that part I'm not worried about at all. I just felt it was too light to keep it all in one. You'll see what I mean once I've coloured it all. And as I said, there's no massive science in it, it's just throwing a bit of colour on it. And this is just a cheap marker, it's not a brand name. My Letraset Pro marker is dry as a bone, and I have alcohol inked it I don't know how many times, so it's very, very dry. And I don't want to add more alcohol to it, because it's just coming out more grey rather than black, so it's a bit pointless now. But this is me really just getting back into crafting after the holidays. I've just been sitting contemplating it. I've been in my craft room a few days. I made my sister a birthday card on Hogmanay, but it was a very rushed one, and I've done a tutorial on the idea of the card, although it's obviously different colouring. And I done that for yesterday's tutorial, which was Monday. because this is Tuesday I'm filming this, but it won't be going up till tomorrow. And then, as I said, done the card for Monday, and that's been it really. I haven't done a great deal. I have got a few ideas going round my head for the next CAC event, which is running from, I can't even remember. So I can't wait to get that done. It's a really, really lovely idea. And I think it was Cinnamon Cooney who came up with it. The art Sherpa. She's fantastic. Absolutely love Cinnamon. Her and John do an amazing job on her channel. She's just fantastic to watch, and she's inspiring, and she's so given with her knowledge of art, and she makes it all doable. I watched her Aurora Borealis video yesterday because I'm trying to catch up from when I was on holiday. Although I watched some on holiday, I didn't watch a great deal, because obviously it was family time, and I tried to spend as much time as possible with the kids, although my health kind of took a back seat on that one some days, but where possible I did. So I've had quite a few to catch up in, but our Aurora Borealis one was absolutely stunning, and I am going to give it a shot. I've got canvases up behind me, and I'm just going to have to try and, I mean, my paints are watercolour or craft acrylic. They are not in the same league as Cinnamon's, but as she has said, if it's a colour and it's paint, it'll work. So we just need to work around it, maybe put extra layers on or whatever, but that's fine. So I'm going to have an attempt at that. Don't know when though. I've not really worked that one out yet. Probably Monday or Tuesday next week, when everyone is back to normal. Jaden goes back to school on Thursday. Ian went back to work this morning, but because it's winter time, he is only part-time over the winter. So he'll be here quite a bit. Right, so that's me done with colouring it, and as I said, it's not perfect, but it's absolutely fine for what I want. It gives you texture without it overtaking the whole tag. Yeah, so I'm just going to put down a wee bit of hot glue on the wee edges. 1, 2, 3. I don't want loads and loads and loads of hot glue on it, because I want some movement in it. So I'm just moving that around and positioning it down. There we go. And for these little bits, I am just putting the tiniest wee bit of glue up here. Same with this one. And the same with this one here. So that's it. put our sparkly butterfly on. So I'm putting quite a bit on this one because that big buckle on the back of it is going to cause problems, I think. I'm just going to hold it until it's dried. Taking a wee while because I used a lot of glue. Alright, so we've got that there, and I'm going to call that my front. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to use this as a trail. So I'm going to, this butterfly isn't quite stuck yet, thankfully. So I'm going to add, oh, come on. So I'm going to add that wee bit of trim underneath there. Add another wee bit of glue in there, I think. Oops, the daisy, come out. Right. There we are. So I'm going to just position that like that, and then this is going to be added like a trail. So I'm going to have it round there. Not good when your fingers aren't cooperating though. So turn around. There we go. So it'll be going on like that as a trail, and I'll be using 6000, which, if you haven't been using this before, be very careful how you use it, because it's a really strong glue. So I'm just going to gently lift here, oops, and add a tiny wee bit there. turn over. That's it. Be good. There we are. Then I'll add a wee bit on the back of that. Come on, be nice. There we go. That's that wee bit on. I will add a wee bit down here. And then lastly just here, where it's finishing up. And put the lid back on it. So that's the front of it, and I'm going to let this dry properly and then I'll come back and do the back. But as you will see where the flower is, it's come up like a grey tone, but that works absolutely fine for me. And then you've got your wee dangles down here, and they're a bit crossed over and things just now. But there you have it there. So I will be back to do the other side shortly. Bye for now.